Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by Money Stocks. Today is Wednesday, August 14th, 2013. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts. We're going to start off with the usual S&P 500 E-mini futures. You'll see that the futures are trading lower by about 4 points to around 1686.75 per contract. A little down-ticking taking place in the futures. Just a few moments ago, it looks like the producer price index was released. Came in a little bit weaker than expected. That is taking the markets down ever so slightly. I don't think it's really all that big a deal. I know the people on TV make more out of it than it is, but nonetheless, the market cares about two things: money printing, and make it three things: money printing, the action in the dollar yen, and also the 10-year bond yield. That's pretty much the story these days. If we take a look at the 10-year bond, if we take a look at the Japanese dollar yen chart, what you'll see is dollar yen is ticking lower. Obviously, when dollar yen ticks lower, that does put pressure on the markets. Hence, we have that little downtick in the S&P futures. So, again, that's one of the most important charts that I think anyone could watch. Also, you will want to watch a chart of the 10-year bond yield. 10-year bond yield trading around 2.71%. Again, if that starts to spike higher, that will affect most housing stocks, most real estate, commercial real estate stocks, most mortgage REITs, and obviously utilities, which are very interest rate sensitive. So keep that on the radar today as well going forward. Looking across the pond in Europe a little while ago, European markets are basically flat on the session. The German DAX, which is the most important in Europe in my opinion, trading flat this morning. French CAC 40 is up about 0.25%. The London FTSE, which is, remember, England can print their own money, that is down about 0.2%, or a little less than that. So, again, we're just seeing a flat European market today. Last night in Asia, the Nikkei 225 caught a nice bid. That was up 1.32%. I'll show you here on the charts. Nikkei 225 has been very, very important, but that will move higher when the dollar-yen chart moves lower. Again, dollar-yen goes lower. Everybody should watch for the action in the Nikkei 225. And you'll see last night that index was able to carve out 1.3% gain on the session. So, decent little move there. Again, it's all about the dollar-yen. It's all about that carry trade. That's everything for the markets. The Shanghai was slightly negative last night, down about 0.3%. India, the Bombay Sensex index was up 0.7%. Singapore basically flat. Hang Seng up 1.2%. So decent little move. Asian markets held up well last night, so we're not going to make too much out of it today. I don't think there's a whole lot out here to really get crazy about, but in any case, it is what it is. We'll take the market in stride one day at a time. The volume will generally be very, very light once we hit the 11 o'clock time frame on the East Coast. So, again, don't expect fireworks in the afternoon. Today is Whipsaw Wednesday, so we could be in for some volatility. But again, with the light volume, it's always a little bit tough to say what kind of volatility we'll see. Looking at a few different stocks out here, one stock I want to bring to your attention is Macy's. Macy's closed at $48.50. Let's fast forward to current times, and you'll see it trading around $47. It was trading down as low as $46. I have a level for Macy's that will be posted up in the chat room at around 9 a.m. But nonetheless, Macy's coming under some pressure. It looks like they missed their earnings. But either way, I don't know if the market really cares too much about it. But the stock will be in play this morning, and that's what we care about. Another stock that's down on earnings is SeaWorld. This stock is a brand new IPO. It only debuted, I guess, in April of this year. The stock closed at $36, now trading at 32 and change. And the big one that's getting hit today is Cree. You know, the LED maker of light bulbs and all sorts of LED chips. This one is getting socked this morning before the opening bell. I'll have levels on all of these names going forward and a couple of others. So we'll have to watch and see how that one plays out. Let's take a look at oil this morning. Light sweet crude at the moment. Let me just get my official time up, my real charts. Bear with me one moment. But it looks like right now, when we look at light sweet crude, that's trading down about 45 cents to 106.37 a barrel. Let's take a look at the all-important USO. USO right now trading around 37.73. So down a few ticks from yesterday's close. Closed at 37.90. We don't want to make too much out of it. Oil seems to be just more so in a range than anything at the moment, but it's still holding up there pretty well. Let's take a look at gold this morning. Gold is up $2.20 an ounce to 1322.70. Let's take a look at the all-important GLD, which is a good proxy for gold. And what you'll see is that's trading around 127.88. Nothing terrible, nothing all that great. Closed at 127.74. So it's pretty much reflecting today's little $2 uptick in the spot price. So that's where we stand right now with oil. That's where we stand with gold. And we'll just see how these markets play out. When you look at the U.S. dollar index, it is pulling back a little bit today after a pretty good surge recently, down about 7 cents on the session. But you can see how the dollar has really, rallied higher over the past 3 or 4 days. So that's where we stand with the dollar. Again, the dollar will affect the price of gold and usually will affect the price of oil as well. So dollar just a little bit on the weaker side today, but only down 7 cents. We're not going to make too much out of it, at least not right now. I think that pretty much covers everything that we were looking at. So we'll have to just wait and see exactly how this market shakes out going forward. But right now, this is everything for the most part that we're looking at. So remember, there will be some more stocks coming out this afternoon after the closing bell. I think Cisco Systems, the next big stock to report earnings. So you want to stand by and watch that one. That will be a potential market mover, at least for the networking stocks. It's not going to have the same strength that it used to have, but nonetheless, it is worth noting. With that said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day, and we'll see you on the charts a little bit later. Have a good day.